Hey guys, good evening. I just want to give a quick shout out before our challenge officially starts. Tomorrow's Monday the 15th. I hope everyone has their workout program. I hope you've had a chance to go through all your materials. For those of you still waiting on your program, no worries. As soon as you get it, I know you're going to pour through it. There's a really neat workout calendar, so go ahead and post that where it's visible, where you can see what's going to be coming the next day so you can plan ahead. Make that non-negotiable appointment with yourself that you're not going to move for anybody or anything, and that is your workout time for you. You have to schedule that daily. Also, there's going to be a lot of neat materials in your book. Go through those. Lots of great information about nutrition, about exercise, about what your body's going to be going through, things that you can do to help it along and allow this process to work best for you. I also wanted to leave you guys with a few tips on eating. I actually kind of just went through my pantry and grabbed some of the things that I use as my staples throughout the week. Another big announcement that I want to share with you guys is that Brittany Broughton is actually one of my Beachbody coaches. She has had a phenomenal transformation story for herself. She has changed not just on the outside but on the inside as well, as she has grown and just as her fitness journey has progressed. She's lost a lot of weight. She's toned up. Her confidence has soared. She really just has an amazing story, but she's going to be in this group with us as well, and she's also going to be coaching and kind of leading the group with me. We're doing this together. She really has started actively coaching, so I'm kind of mentoring her through running a challenge group. So you guys make sure that you utilize her. She's a great source. She's going to be posting a video also, but I'm just excited to have her doing this with me. So Brittany, I can't wait to see your video, and so glad that you're going to be doing this with me. And you guys make sure that you feel free to ask her questions as well. Really quick, first thing in the morning, I know I mentioned this in another post, but I want you guys to be drinking water as soon as you wake up. I do it every morning. It is a habit for me. I want it to be a habit for you too. Whatever, get a water bottle that you like. For some reason I found if I like the water bottle, there's a better chance I'm going to be drinking water out of it all day. So as soon as you wake up, drink that water. If you're not working out, as soon as you get up in the morning, make sure that you eat within 30 minutes of waking up. You have to wake up your metabolism. If not, it's going to be lethargic and slow all throughout the day. It's not going to want to burn at the rate that you need it to. So be sure that you eat first thing in the morning, even if it's just a handful of almonds, a piece of toast with peanut butter on it, anything to wake it up and let it know, hey, it's time to go for the day. A few things that I like to eat throughout the week and make sure that I have, I'll just start grabbing stuff. One is I'm a really big fan of Bragg's apple cider vinegar. It has tons of health benefits from your skin to your digestive tract. It's good for lowering glucose levels. It's good for breaking down fat instead of storing it. It's good for heartburn. It's good for so many things. I just put a teaspoon in my water and try and drink that at least once a day in a big cup of water. You kind of get used to the taste. It's just something that you'll get used to after a while, but so many health benefits. So I do that regularly. I tend to use a lot of lemon in my water, so that's something I like to do. Trying to get a lean protein with a complex carbohydrate is really important. That's something that your body is going to respond to really well, and it'll work more efficiently for you. So an example of that might be some Greek yogurt. This is my favorite brand, see if I can get that for you. So maybe some Greek yogurt with a cut up apple. That would be a good example. Speaking of Greek yogurt, I love to put honey in my yogurt because I always get just the plain Greek yogurt. Raw honey, I love it. I also like to put a little teaspoon in my Shakeology with my PB2 and almond milk and water and ice, and that is my all-time favorite recipe. Speaking of peanut butter, definitely when we're doing peanut butter, use non-hydrogenated peanut butter. So either now they have it where you don't always have to stir it, but I just grab this kind. The oil is separated. You just stir it up. A little tip is to just leave it upside down in your cupboard. That seems to help. It's a little less oily that way. Another thing that I'm a big fan of is Ezekiel bread. It has let me see it on the back. It has sprouts. It's actually living, so it's a good source of protein. Is that upside down? Woo! There we go. Anyway, so Ezekiel bread, it's kind of hard to find, so when you get it, grab a couple loaves of it. You can throw it in the freezer. You have to keep it cold because it is live, but that's just, it's a good source of protein for you, especially if you slap some peanut butter on there. Something else I like to do in the mornings is I like to get my greens in, so I'm not a really big fan of eating greens, so if I can get them in the morning. Kale is a great source. It's really similar to spinach. I just usually steam it with a little bit of water, throw some Himalayan or sea salt on there, and I eat that with eggs, usually some Ezekiel bread with peanut butter and a little bit of honey. Honey's like my little treat that I put on everything. Another really good thing to eat is old-fashioned oats. So one of my favorite recipes with this would be some old-fashioned oats with an apple cut up, and I also like to use some pure maple syrup. That with a little bit of cinnamon, so good. If you're using oils to cook with, two of my favorite would be coconut oil. This is so good in popcorn. I always pop my popcorn on the stove. We don't use microwave, so I love to use coconut oil. If you do use olive oil, try and get a dark bottle. What else do we have? I think that's it. Oh, I'm also a big fan of muscle milk. Really good source of protein, not a lot of sugar in here. I would say for those of you who are being more conscious in reading labels, really look for sugar. Things can say low fat or low carbs or whatever. What's more important, look at the sugar content on the back. If it's high, bad. So those are kind of my tips for you for the week. I hope some of that was helpful for you. You guys let me know what questions you have, and I can't wait to hear how your workout goes tomorrow. You guys have an awesome night. Get plenty of sleep, and we'll talk soon. Bye. Oh, if I can get it off.